Most of the medications used to treat hyperthyroid cats are some form of methimazole, which is the generic name. You'll also find it called tapazole, Thyronorm, which is different in the UK from in the US, and some other versions. There's also carbimazole, which is not easily available in the United States, but is used in a lot of other countries, sometimes also called neomercazole. And there is a 24-hour formulation called Vidalta. It is one of the most commonly used in the UK and some other countries. And I really don't think it should be used at all. Yes, the 24-hour aspect, only having to pill once a day, can be a big deal. But there are two major problems with Vidalta. One is that the smallest size made is an overdose for most cats. That's the 10 milligram size. And many vets actually start with the 15 milligram size. The other problem, which is in some cases fortunate given the overdose factor, is that Vidalta does not have a very good absorption record. Members of the thyroid groups have found undissolved Vidalta pills in the litter pan. We can only guess how often that really happens and how much of the Vidalta is absorbed on average. My guess is that it's pretty low, because we don't have a lot of cats dying from it. Which is not to say we don't have any cats dying from it. Now, carbimazole converts into methimazole in the body. And it converts at a rate of about 70%. That means 10 milligrams of carbimazole or Vidalta is equal to about 7 milligrams of methimazole. Now, I'm going to run through some numbers. Please bear with me. The most common starting dose with methimazole is 2.5 milligrams twice a day, a total of 5 milligrams for the day. And that is actually documented as being too much for the majority of cats. And yet Vidalta at 10 milligrams means you're starting with almost 7 milligrams a day. 2 milligrams higher than what's already confirmed as an overdose for many cats. That means the 15 milligram Vidalta is about 10 milligrams of methimazole. So it's double what is already confirmed as too much for the majority of cats. So you have to figure the only way cats get by on Vidalta is if they don't absorb that much of it. Now, it's possible to cut Vidalta. The company says not to, but it can be done safely. You can't crush it without losing the 24-hour part of the formulation. But personally, if your vet says Vidalta, I would say no thank you. Let's talk about Thyronorm if you're in the UK. That's a liquid form. Feline, and I know in the UK they use what's called the cascade system, and the ones that are recommended at the top of the cascade is what the vets are supposed to use first. Thyronorm and feline would both be right up there with Vidalta, so your vet really shouldn't argue too much. And the generic methimazole, I would assume, is available, but let's not push it too much too soon. But given any choice of treatment, well, that might be a little extreme, but let's say any of the medications, Vidalta is bottom of my personal list, and if I had the choice, it wouldn't be on the market.